May I have your attention, please?
We are controlling transmission. There is nothing wrong.
The Horror Chronicles.
Whether it's a ghost, spirit, or entity, they all feed on it. That's the whispering, the footsteps, the feeling of another presence.
You won't have a chance to change your minds later, because there'll be no way to get out.
We have such sights to show you.
Have you checked the children?
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Boogeyman's real.
That is better.
They're coming to get you.
What's up, horror fam?
You know what time it is. Let's get into this.
Right. What's up?
Right. What's up, everybody?
What the fuck is up? There goes the YouTube algorithm.
Yep. We're done. We done said fuck too many fucking fuck times.
Yeah, you know, fuck them. What's up, horror fam? It's your favorite podcast, Horror Chronicles Podcast. I'm Ryan. This is my co-host, JT.
What's up, everybody?
You guys know who we are, what we're about, and if you don't, welcome to the fucking show.
Yeah. Welcome to the game.
Come inside.
Hell yeah. So, last year was a banner year for horror. Honestly, there was a lot of fucking good horror came out in 2022. And now we're, I guess ankle deep in 2023.
Cruising in.
We're cruising in. We slid sideways into fucking 2023, and what we're going to talk about today is some of the new stuff coming out. Stuff that we're excited about, stuff you guys are excited about, and maybe stuff that none of us are excited about.
There's probably a few of those.
We're going to talk about them. Ryan and I both have a list here. He's going to go through his. I'm going to go through mine. We're going to fucking argue, and we may even beat each other up.
May beat each other off in this.
Oh, hey, that's even better.
I'll beat both your dicks off.
Both of them. Shit.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah,
no,
you know who we are and how we do it. So we're
gonna go through a list of some stuff that it's coming out in 2023, and man, I gotta tell you, like, I was pretty surprised on the amount of things that are coming out. I seen a lot of foreign films. I wrote some down. Some of them I didn't. Look, I have a hard enough fucking time reading as it is. So, like, subtitles for me are like...
And you all know me. If I wanted to read, I'd go back to school.
Subtitles for me are kind of hard. So, we'll see some of these movies...
Some of these foreign movies, though, I can put up with reading, like Train to Busan.
Well, that
was well worth reading.
And there's some on here that, are kind of like in the theme of that.
I have one.
We probably have the same one.
We may.
We'll
get into that.
What do you want to go?
Well, let's get into some of the big ones that we all know about.
So you want to just jump fucking right into the good shit?
Well, I mean, we don't have to, but...
Because I can tell you right now, there's one that I am fucking so overly fucking excited about.
There's a couple on here that you may see me pull out and...
There's a few.
Jerk.
There's a few in here that I'm very excited about, but there's one that I am fucking...
That I may need to get out of the way?
Overly, yeah, that you're going to get painted.
Oh, nice.
Which
shit.
We kind of already talked about this in text message a little bit.
I may not know.
No,
I bet I do know.
Yes. I'll give you one guess.
Yeah.
But so, if you want to talk about that one, we're talking about the one I am most excited about. Now, don't get that wrong, guys. There's a lot that I'm very excited about, but this one here is my most excited one, and that is...
Debbie Does Missouri.
Yes.
Oh, no.
But that's only
not even on the list.
It's only because I star in that. I play Debbie.
I bet you would.
No, so the one I'm fucking most looking forward to, and it looks fucking phenomenal, is Evil Dead Rise.
Yes. And
it comes out April 21st from what I'm hearing.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, oh my God.
Dude, did you? I guess you saw the full Red Band trailer that I posted on Facebook.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
I showed my wife that.
I am so fucking excited.
I showed my wife and my kids that. And, my wife's just sitting there next to me like this.
Yeah, it looks
And she's like,
fucking amazing.
Our kids should not be watching this.
Yeah,
I'm
probably
like,
not.
what? This is fucking awesome.
Probably not.
But dude, man, classic fucking feel. Classic feel, of course, of the fucking Evil Dead series. Just the way they filmed this, the way they filmed it from what I've got out of the previews, the trailers.
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro.
Yeah, I hope the movie is half as good as that trailer was, because that trailer was.
And
fucking
Bruce Campbell
amazing.
said that this is probably the best one that was out.
And it's crazy because he's not in the movie, but he is producing it.
Yeah, he is producing it.
So
man, that part in the preview,
he'll show up at the end with this.
There's a bunch of great parts that I've seen in the previews.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But that part, there's a couple that really stuck out. My wife even said that too. Like her one that got her was whenever she's talking to her daughter through the door.
Yes.
And she's like, let me in, honey. And she's like, Mommy, you don't look so good. She's like, nothing that a little kiss, big old kiss from you can't fix.
Yeah.
And Chris is like, my wife's like, and then she opens that door up, like, dude.
Yeah.
Man, that's
fucking.
fucking.
It's gonna be fucking amazing.
What the one that really fucking got me that I loved, that part that I seen out of the trailer, that I was like, fuck, this is gonna be great. It's just the way she said it, the way everything was going on. When she comes up out of the bathtub with the hands, and she lifts up, and the girl's like, Mama? She's like, Mama's with the maggots now.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was like, fucking right, man.
Dude. It's going to be badass. If you guys haven't seen that trailer, I know, a lot of people like Greg, for instance, Greg Mortis from Land of the Creeps.
Yeah,
I know a lot of times when he is super stoked about a film coming out, he will avoid it like the plague. He doesn't want to see any trailers. He doesn't want to see any reviews, no previews, no nothing. And I get that. But, man, I was so, like, I got to see what the hell they're doing here. So I immediately, I saw the teaser trailer. And the teaser trailer came out a couple weeks ago.
Right.
And I was like, dude, or it may have been a month ago. But I was like, oh, yeah, that looks good. But it was like a little freaking 30-second trailer, a little teaser.
Right.
And, dude, as soon as I saw they were getting ready to release the Red Band trailer, I was like, notify me when that comes out.
Right.
And as soon as it popped, my phone went off, and I was like, oh, shit.
Man, I'm telling you, I was beyond fucking...
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, this looks so fucking good, dude. Oh, my God. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to get it on you. Well, like, whenever, yeah, man, whenever, like, the sister at the beginning is like, sis, you okay? Or whatever, and they're in the kitchen. She's like, I had the greatest dream last night about, she say about slitting all your throats or something like that, and crawling inside of you and stuff like that. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's going to be brutal, man.
Oh,
brutal.
So fucking
and I
brutal,
cannot
man.
wait.
So brutal.
I cannot wait.
Go ahead,
all right, so I'm gonna throw out a couple here because one of them has already come out. It came out on Friday, and that's the movie Megan.
Okay, yes.
I am super excited. I almost went to go see that this morning, and I decided not to. I may try and watch that this week. It's not on any of the streaming services. It's a theater-only release. I've been hearing some good things about it.
Yeah, I've heard some.
And I kind of want to see it. The funny thing is my wife wants to see it too, and I don't know why, because this looks creepy as hell. So, and then one that popped up that I thought looked kind of interesting was Knock at the Cabin.
Ah, yes. Yeah,
with
M. Night
M.
Shyamalan.
Night. Yeah. Some of his movies for me are like hit and miss.
Right.
Like, I liked like Signs and stuff like that.
Love Signs.
But like,
I actually like Lady in the Water too.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. But the one like what was it? The Village.
Yeah, you're gonna have.
I'm not saying it was a bad movie. I couldn't get into it.
No one bats 1,000.
And old is old. They had a killer concept going there, but they kind of missed the mark a little bit.
I heard it. I didn't even watch that, but I heard it was kind of.
It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't
horror.
It wasn't what I wanted it to be. Right. So, for me, sometimes his movies are a little, give or take.
Right. Right, like I said, no one bats 1,000, but I mean, this
But,
one actually looks.
This one actually,
It's different.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
different.
It looks good.
You know?
It looks good.
So I guess we'll go on with some other ones here that are. We'll go with the big ones that way people can listen to that. So, of course, the one we're all waiting on too. That's going to be so good, and we can't wait. And it looks like it's going to be good, and that is Scream.
Yeah,
The new Scream
6
in New York. March
have you
15th, I
seen?
think.
Have you seen one of the posters for that?
No.
So one of the posters, they actually it's the subway system,
Right.
and it's showing you the map of the subway system
That's his-
and everything, and it's Ghostface's face
Oh, hell
in the
yeah.
map.
That's
Yeah, it's
badass.
pretty fucking cool.
That's badass.
I'm worried about Scream in the City, but this
know
one's
what,
going to be
though?
weird because Sydney's not involved in it.
But you know what, though, man? What makes it so, like, the concept of having this in the city, now, granted, we're kind of country folk, but, like, having it in the city, especially a city like New York, is so packed and everyone's so jam-packed.
Right.
Dude, there's people who get raped on the train. No one even knows it. People get stabbed on the train. No one even sees it. So that makes
Absolutely.
sense to me. You know what I mean? And it's based on Halloween night, so
right.
everyone's
and
got
it
masks
follows
on.
that. Yeah,
It's
absolutely. And Ghostface is a big part of Halloween now. And stuff.
Right,
So
right.
I mean, when you walk into the wherever, you're liable to see 10 different ghost faces. You
Right.
know? Which one's the real one?
yeah, dude. I mean, it's
yes.
there's a bunch.
I'm
So go ahead.
gonna throw one out here that I'm personally excited about because I really dug the rest of the series was Insidious: The Dark Realm.
Yes.
I am pretty stoked to see that. I really loved the rest of that series.
Well,
It's kind of weird when you watch that series. You got to really pay attention because the movies aren't in order. It's like part 1 falls between part 3 and 4, and part 3 falls in the middle of part 2, and it's really weird. If you watch them all together, it
this
makes
one,
sense.
This one follows right off of part 2. This is the
Right.
same family,
Right.
So,
Well, but it's funny. What I'm getting at is if you watch all 4 of the movies now
Yeah.
that they've got back to back,
Right.
you really see it. It jumps around so much because you see parts of part 1 and part
Into
3.
this. Yes.
and
Yeah.
it's really wild. So this the part 5. The thing that's kind of cool about this is Patrick Wilson's directorial debut. He's actually
That's right.
directing it.
That's right.
Lee Winnell co-wrote this film, and Patrick Wilson is going to direct it. He's also going to star in it, of course.
Of course.
You know.
Of course.
So,
So, did you happen to see the one that is called Sick?
yes,
It's on coming on Peacock.
it's coming out on Peacock on Friday the 13th.
Yes, January 13th.
Yes, I will be watching that. Was
It actually looks.
on my list here.
It actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Is it?
It is a Peacock exclusive, and should be a fairly decent movie.
It looks
I mean,
pretty
it
good.
looks-
Pretty
A lot of the stuff that hits Peacock is pretty high production stuff.
Right, right.
So we'll
who's
see.
in that? God dang it! Not Jason Bateman. It's
I don't even remember.
Gosh
you didn't
dang
tell
it.
me we were doing all of that.
Well, I didn't realize. It popped in my head because I seen his face and I was like, shit. Why am I drawing a blank? You're gonna know who it is as soon as you see it. Gosh dang it. I don't think that one's it, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So who's in that one? Maybe I've seen a different. Maybe it was a different one. I was
Yeah,
thinking
maybe
of.
it's something else. It's Mark Mancheska is who you're probably thinking of. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Yes. Okay. And then there was. I've watched so many previews today
Yeah.
and stuff today
Oh,
that
yeah.
it maybe just be bringing me into
Yeah.
freaking.
But
Sick looks pretty cool. It kind of looks like a Scream type Cabin in the Woods
yeah, basically it's
slasher.
Well, I'll read the little synopsis that's here. It says, due to the pandemic, Parker and her best friend decide to quarantine at the family lake house alone. or so they think.
Right.
Yeah, and that's a very brief synopsis of this film. It looks really good. I'm excited to see it, and I'm excited that it's a Peacock.
Right, yeah.
Because then that means I can watch it at home and don't have to throw popcorn at people. I just throw popcorn at my wife.
Go get me some more popcorn.
And let's see, there is one that I was kind of excited about that is coming out called The Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman.
And I was going to try and find some information on it here. And there is none.
Go figure. Now, this one I didn't.
There is none. I have not seen a trailer for this. I just read an article about it.
Right.
And basically what it is it's, you know, the boogeyman is inside the house.
Okay.
You know, I'm a sucker for those kind of slasher flicks, and that's kind of what this is. It's going to be like a dream slasher flick. And the one thing that's kind of cool about this, it's based on a short story by Stephen King. So
there you go.
We'll see what happens. I think the reason why we're not seeing a trailer on this yet is it's still in post-production. It's not completed yet.
Got you.
But it is due out this year.
Gotcha.
So
did you happen to see the one, it's called The Last Voyage of Demeter?
Yes.
That looks like it's going to be cool.
Yes, that does look very cool.
It's like a vampire, basically.
Yeah, so basically, for you guys that don't know, the Demeter was the ship that Dracula came to London in. When he left Romania, he was put on a ship and was going to Carfax Abbey in London. And when the ship landed, everyone on the ship was dead.
Yeah. So this is the story of that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that.
It looked pretty good. I was like, sweet.
I've got that on here somewhere.
Somewhere in my old list.
The very last thing on the bottom of my page here. Last Voyage of Demeter. I'm not sure what the release date is on that.
Did I write that down? No, I didn't write that down.
Oh, God.
Oh, I cannot wait for that one either.
God damn these fucking ads.
Pop-ups, baby, pop-ups. Thank you. We love you. Not really.
Let's get down here.
Yeah, is it even a show? May not even show the release date.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, August 11th is when that's supposed to come out. I was thinking it was September.
Right on.
When it was coming out. But yeah, it looks very cool. If you guys get a chance, there is a really cool poster for that, but I have not seen a full-length trailer for
Me
it
neither.
yet. I've just seen like a little
Still
snippet
shots.
Some still shots that they released in kind of like a makeshift trailer. Looks very cool. And if you go through the synopsis on this, it's based on a single chapter, The Captain's Log, from Bram Stoker's classic 1897 novel Dracula. The story is set aboard the Russian schooner Demeter, which was chartered to carry private cargo, 24 unmarked wooden crates from Carpathia to London.
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
pretty stoked about that.
It's cool too because it's connected to Dracula, so, and it's something that we really haven't seen much of.
Well, since we're talking about Dracula, let's talk about this one.
Okay, I know where you're going.
Renfield.
Yes.
Renfield is going to be the story of basically Renfield, Dracula's I don't really want to say slave, but that's kind of what he is. He's,
his manservant.
His manservant or whatever. The basically Dracula bestows powers onto him, and he kind of becomes a vigilante.
And you know, of course, Nicolas Cage is playing Dracula, and Nicholas Holt. Is that how you Holtz? And you guys know who he is. He's been in quite a few different movies.
Yeah.
So you'll know who he is. He plays Renfield.
I was worried about Nicolas Cage. I heard about him playing Dracula a couple years ago, and I was like, oh, I don't know, you know. I mean, Nick Cage is a good actor, but you know, he's got his place.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But dude, when they showed him in that trailer, I was like, holy fuck, dude. He's badass Dracula.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great. like, you know, it's gonna be funny.
I think it's gonna have some comedy to
Right,
it.
right.
It's not strictly, you know, horror, but you know, it's gonna have some comedy to it. So,
Speaking of comedies, this one I don't think is supposed to be comedy, but I guarantee it's going to be, and that is Cocaine Bear.
Oh, I didn't put that on my list, but I did see that.
Yeah,
I saw the preview for that.
It looks pretty cool.
It does look pretty interesting.
I'll definitely be watching that one for sure.
You know, we've got some big ones that, you know, can I just spit these out because we don't really need to talk about them?
Sure, go ahead.
Of course, we know The Exorcist is coming in October.
Yes.
I'm excited about that.
And that's a sequel right off the first.
Yeah, that's a direct sequel from the original film. They have also announced Saw X is coming out this year,
right.
the 10th in the franchise. Mm-hmm. What's cool about that is Tobin Bell's coming back, which is weird because he's dead. The Nun 2,
right?
Which I know a lot of people bash the original Nun movie, but I love that movie. I love the atmosphere and the just gothic
Definitely
feel
got
of
good
it,
atmosphere too.
You know, so we're getting a Nun 2 this year. I'm excited about that. And then this one I'm going to have to talk about for a minute.
No.
Salem's Lot.
You got 1 minute. That's it.
I am so excited for this film. It's really weird. It's going to follow the book even better than the original 1979 version. And the 1979 version was not quite spot on with the book, but it was really damn close. And this one's going to follow it even closer.
Right.
Same story. Author Ben Mears is coming to Salem's Lot, and he's writing a book about the Marsden house. It's basically the same movie, you know. It just going to be by today's standards.
There you go.
And I'm pretty excited. I hope they don't fuck it up. And I'm done.
So, and then there's other ones, you know, like, I don't know if this one we consider horror, but I wrote on here just because it looks interesting to me, possibly. And that was 65.
Oh, yeah, with Adam Driver.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that technically will be considered horror. But
it's kind of like fantasy, sci-fi, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta think about it, going back in time 65 million years
right.
with modern day weaponry and things like that.
I think what's going to help this movie is Sam Raimi.
100%.
So, you know. But it's a cool concept. Basically, an astronaut crash lands on a mysterious planet only to discover he's not alone. Well, and they tell you in the preview he's on Earth during the prehistoric age.
Pretty gnarly.
So it's like he's went back in time. But yeah, looks really interesting. Of course, we told you Adam Driver's going to star in this. Nika King, she's been in some other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, whenever I saw Ariana Greenblatt, I thought it was Ariana Grande. And I was like, what the hell? And then I was like, oh, okay, I got you. So, yeah. But, yeah, 65 looks like it's going to be decent. I didn't look at the release date on that. Did you happen to catch that?
Oh, no, but it's coming out soon, I think.
There is a movie in post-production right now called Blood that I saw a trailer for it, and it looks really fucking creepy.
Sweet.
It's basically a mother, which I think, if watching the trailer, I think she's got like that Munchausen syndrome by proxy.
Munchausen by proxy.
And she's like constantly trying to care for her child to the point she starts feeding her child like blood from animals.
Right.
And we can all figure out what happens here.
Yeah.
You know, basically the kid turns into a vampire and starts killing people.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That
So
sounds pretty
I watched
good.
the trailer for it today, and it looked really good, really good, really creepy.
So,
Blood.
did you see? Well, I guess not really. Kind of horror, kind of not. But Ghostbusters 2.
It's actually Ghostbusters 5.
5.
Yeah.
Exactly, I guess.
Yeah, it's a direct sequel of Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Right, and it looks really fucking cool. The stuff I've been seeing about it, reading about it, looks pretty gnarly. So, I think that with this one, the way they did like the Ghostbusters Afterlife, how they brought in the old characters and, you know, made it kind of like a homage to it.
Yeah.
I think that really helped it out, like, to bring it back to the,
Right.
you know. So I did find one that, you've probably seen this one too, but it's called Devil's Workshop.
Oh, I've actually watched that.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, it's out already.
Is it out already?
Yeah, that came out last year.
Maybe I didn't catch it in time.
But
it looks pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
And then you got the, of course, the one I really want to see, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
I got that. I was just going to mention that one.
Hell yeah.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
I definitely want to check that one out.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
and it's funny because that kind of goes along with all our childhood, cartoon characters are coming back, but they're coming back in dark and mysterious ways.
Well, there's always, anyway, I don't even want to get into that.
There's a couple that I think if you haven't heard of these, we need to pause and watch some trailers.
Okay.
What else you got on here?
So this is a foreign film, and it's called Project Wolf Hunter.
I got that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the one foreign film that I saw that I was like.
I told you that we were both probably going to have the same one. So, guys, we didn't know what we had on our list. We didn't tell each other. We just did our own list of things and brought our own list. And before we started recording, I was like, I got one foreign film on here because I've seen a bunch of different ones, but I got one that I put out, and that was the one.
Yeah.
Looks pretty
Yeah, the
cool,
trailer
dude.
for that looks killer, man. I would be willing to read that movie to fucking watch that because it looked fucking badass.
It looks fucking good. And then the other one I have on my list, I have two more. I got The Price We Pay.
Oh, I didn't catch that one.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
The Price We Pay.
Need to write that down.
We can watch that trailer, too, if you want to.
Okay.
But, so that one, and then Nightmare at Precinct 84.
Oh, I didn't see that either.
Oh, really?
Jesus.
Look at me. Look at me.
Look at me. Where the hell have I been? Nightmare at what?
Precinct 84.
Precinct 84.
You guys will like.
Is that like Assault on Precinct 13?
Kinda.
Got to give it props to the man, John Carpenter. All right, we're going to check out some trailers. We'll be right back. Holy crap.
And we're back.
We are back.
You guys never missed us because we was right after.
So, we just went over and both of us had a couple of movies that neither one of us had seen the trailers for, so we wanted to watch them, and I'm glad we did, dude. That freaking Nightmare at Precinct 84 looks pretty damn good.
Looks pretty cool.
Dude. Yeah.
Yep, and then
it's an anthology film.
Right.
So it'll, it's basically 4 directors, 4 different stories, all revolve around this police precinct.
And then
pretty cool.
The Price We Pay.
Yes.
That's going to be a good movie, man.
Yeah,
that looks
absolutely.
Really, really
That's
cool.
got Stephen Dorff in it.
It's got the other guy's in it too. He's been in a shit ton of movies. I just can't remember his name.
Damn, we just watched the trailer and can't remember the guy's name.
You know, we've been watching probably fucking so many damn trailers.
Oh, yeah, I've watched so many trailers over the past couple days. It's crazy. One of them that I was really excited about is The Infinity Pool with Mia Goth.
No, I did see that one.
Mia Goth, Alex Skarsgård.
Mm-hmm.
Looks really cool. I'm kind of excited. Did you see the post I put on Land of the Creeps the other day? So we all saw the movie X, which I love that movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Then they did a prequel to it called Pearl, and I didn't love that movie. It was okay.
Yeah.
I just and now they're doing a sequel to X called Maxine. And I'm pretty excited for that because I thought X was probably one of the better movies come out last year.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't my top movie. My top movie last year probably would have been Terrifier 2.
Yeah.
I love that movie. But anyway, we're not talking about last year. We're talking about
this year.
This year, damn it. I just showed Ryan the preview for new Evil versus Good called The Devil Conspiracy.
Yeah, I am definitely going to watch that. That looks fucking gnarly.
Yeah, that looks pretty fucking killer, man.
That looks great.
Basically, the synopsis of that movie is Michael, the Archangel, takes over a priest's body and
Lucifer takes over another person's body.
And it's hell on earth. Looks really cool. And then we also watched a preview for Fear.
Yes.
Which basically what that is there was a movie come out in like mid-90s. I think it was 96. Had old Marky Mark from the Funky Bunch in it.
Yeah, it's my wife's favorite fucking
It was a movie called Fear where he was, taking advantage of a young girl. But anyway, this movie has nothing to do with that one. This movie is all about bringing your worst fears to life. So, like, if you're afraid of tight spaces, they, force you to,
I'm afraid of hot naked ladies.
Yeah, me too. Just throw them at me. Throw them at me. Throw them at me.
Petrified.
So Fear looks pretty good. It's coming out later this summer. Then one that I really want to talk about is There's Something Wrong with the Children.
Yes, and I had seen that preview already.
That looks really good to me.
Creepy.
Yes, very creepy. Very creepy. Whenever I saw that, it kind of, I was like, oh, is this going to be like one of those Are You Afraid of the Dark things or blah, blah, blah. Because of the way they did the title on it. It's
right.
Like the same kind of font and stuff as, Are You Afraid of the Dark or,
Yeah, I mean, it's, I mean, so like when the guy's like finally goes to find his kids and then he sees them at the entrance of the fucking hole thing,
right.
and they're just like, just fall off. He's like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
and then they come back.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, there's nothing worse than when creepy children come back. There's a couple other ones. Alone at Night. It's got Louis Gussman, Pamela Anderson, Paris
that one was like,
Hilton.
you know what? That one kind of gave me the feel of. Kind of gave me the feel of the fucking. Gosh dang it! The movie that when we did that VOD roulette with Bill and Nathan.
Yeah.
The one that you did.
Oh, Netflix. The Barn.
From Netflix, the Netflix original movie you picked.
Oh no! It was a Tubi that Hellblazers.
Or Tubi, Hellblazers. Kind of gave me the Hellblazers feel.
Yeah. I think it's right up there along with like, I Know What You Did Last Summer kind of feel to it. Right. Looks kind of interesting. But then we watched a preview for Candyland, which I honestly hadn't seen a whole preview on that.
Looks pretty
now
interesting.
that I've seen the preview, it looks interesting, but it's a slasher flick about lot lizards, women that go to these truck stops
and help the men
and help pleasure the men. A couple other ones I just want to throw out there. There's a new Strangers coming out.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Stranger movies.
I like Getting a Stranger.
I do Strangers to myself. Sit on my hand.
And then there was one, I watched a little trailer for it, and I kind of forgot about this while we were just in there, and now I don't really remember too much about it, but it's called Snowfalls.
Oh, yes, I've seen that.
And it's about a group that is stuck in a lodge, like during a bad snowstorm.
Yep, I seen that preview.
And then they, they start killing each other off.
Well, it's basically about like what they say that being isolated and hypothermia and stuff like that does to a person. Right. So yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Looks pretty interesting.
So yeah, there are some that you may not know of. And this is just some of these are even in pre-production. They haven't been released out yet. There is yet to be, it's an untitled Pet Cemetery project. coming out.
Interesting.
It's going to star Henry Thomas, Pam Grier. I mean, it's got some pretty heavy-hitting actors in there. There's one pre-production, The First Omen.
Yeah, I think I read
goes
something
along
about
with that. Dark Harvest has actually been completed. They have been talking about that movie for a couple of years now, and it's finally completed, but we don't have a definite date on it.
Yeah.
There was one that looked really cool. The synopsis of it sounds really cool. It's a movie called Creepers. And basically what it's about is about an abandoned hotel, and this group of investigators go to investigate this hotel. Well, while they're in the hotel, some other people that are treasure hunters show up at the hotel. It is in the process of being filmed now. It's one of those paranormal haunted house type movies. Horoscope. It is, you get your horoscope read, and that's how you're going to die, kind of thing. And then one that I did see, I read a little article about it, is a movie called The Parenting. And it's about a couple that move into a new home and bring their parents along with them. And it looks like it's going to be some sort of like poltergeist type movie. There's some poltergeist activity going on in the house.
Hell yeah.
So I thought that'd be really cool. So
sweet.
But yeah,
man.
there's all kinds of killer shit coming out, man.
A lot of great stuff coming out this year, guys. So 2023 is looking good.
I'm gonna run down a little list of because you told me to. I'm gonna run down a little list of horror-related games coming out.
Oh, there you go.
So Ryan's not much of a gamer. I game all the time. So some of these are some that you guys have probably heard of. If you're gamers and you're into video games, these will be right up your alley. Of course, we got confirmation that Silent Hill 2, a remake, is coming out. It's coming out to PS5, Series X, and PC. We all know that Resident Evil 4 remake is coming out. I'm totally stoked about that because Resident Evil 4 actually changed the way we think about video games. The original came out on the GameCube when it originally released back in 2004, I think is when it came out. And it completely changed everything. So it's coming out. It's going to hit PS4, PS5, Series X, and PC. We've got a new Silent Hill game. Silent Hill 2 is a remake. Silent Hill F. I don't know what the F is for, but that's kind of what I thought, because that's what you say a lot while you're playing that. Oh, fuck! Silent Hill F is coming out for PS5, Series X, and PC. Alone in the Dark looks really cool. Creepy ass game. It's coming out PS5, Series X, and PC. This one I don't really remember too much about. It was called Ludo. I just know when I watched the trailer, it looked really fucking creepy. So it's PS5, PS4, and PC. And then this is a big one for a lot of people. The Dead Space remake. They've been talking about this game for a couple years now. We started seeing trailers last spring, and finally it is going to release. It really kind of sucks because there's a game coming out that comes out on the 24th. It's called Forspoken. It's not horror related. I didn't put it on my list. I've been playing the demo of it. Fucking killer. I'm going to end up buying that game. So it comes out on January 24th. Dead Space Remake, Bastards, comes out on January 27th. So I'm going to get 3 days with a new game and then have to start another new game. It's coming out on PS5, Series X, and PC. Another Silent Hill game just released, Silent Hill Townfall. Goes along with Silent Hill mythos, and it comes out PS5, Series X, and PC. And then a big one, I remember when the Friday the 13th game came out, I couldn't wait to get my hands on that, and I played the shit out of that game. Well, now there's a new one coming.
I remember you.
Same company, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh.
It is coming out PS5, Series X, PS4, X1, and PC. It's a gun media game. If you were a fan of Friday the 13th, the game, even with all its little fucking bullshit fucking idiosyncrasies that it had, you're going to have to check out Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Same kind of thing. You play as either a family member or a person trying to survive. And it's one of those online plays, so you'll have 5 survivors, 5 family members, and you're just trying to survive, unless you're Leatherface, and then you're trying to kill everybody. So it's coming out later this year. A lot of people, if you remember back in the day, PS1, PS2 days, they had these games called Fatal Frame. Girl would take pictures and get ghostly images with her camera. Well, there's a new one coming out called Fatal Frame Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, and it comes out PS5, 4, Series X, X1, PC. Watched the trailer for it today. It looks pretty interesting. I wasn't a big fan of the Fatal Frame game, but I did play it for a little while, and it was decent. One that I'm kind of excited about is Alan Wake 2 coming out. Alan Wake 2 is coming out on PS5, Series X, and PC. Alan Wake is... this one's going to have a lot more to do with the paranormal. So I'm kind of excited about that. And got a couple more. In-Out, and it's all one word. It's INOUT. It's coming out on PC. And I watched the trailer for this, and I may end up trying to pick this up. I may end up playing it on Steam or something. It is a haunted house mystery game.
Oh, cool.
Looks pretty cool. And then there's another one called Unholy, PS5, Series X, PC, that comes out. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember much about that. I watched the trailer and thought it looked cool, so I fucking wrote it down.
There you go.
And that's my game list of the top horror games coming out this year.
There you go.
I may have missed some. I may have told you some that you didn't even know about, but there it is.
Right on.
No matter where I go, there I am.
There you is. There you
there
is.
I am. So
yeah,
anyway,
man.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, guys, a lot to look forward to in 2023 as far as horror goes. Some movies I'm fucking over the moon about, and some I'm like, all right, this is going to be cool. So, I mean, there's quite a bit coming out, and we need this in the horror world right now. So, I'm hoping everyone.
What would be your most anticipated movie of 2023?
Oh, Evil Dead.
Evil Dead. Okay, 100%. I got you. It is probably one of mine, too, but I am really looking forward to Salem's Lot. Because I absolutely love the original. As long as, I'm stoked to see this fucking movie.
There's a lot of them that are out, guys, that are going to be great. All the ones we mentioned are going to be fucking awesome. But Evil Dead, for me, Evil Dead Rise, dude, it's going to be fucking amazing.
I have been watching a couple things here lately, too. My wife and I watched this movie called Unhuman the other day. Dude, it was fucking badass.
Oh, check it out.
It was a bunch of kids that went in... it's a fucking zombie outbreak.
Cool. Hell yeah.
It's twisted at the end, though.
Yeah.
So it's one of those. And then I watched another one called, I don't know, it was Uns. I watched another one called Unknown, and it was pretty interesting, too. It was a guy that kept getting visions from a serial killer, and he was getting these weird phone calls at his house and was seeing ghosts and shit, and it was pretty cool.
Right on.
I watched some other stuff, too. Let's see. Oh, today we watched that movie, The Menu.
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard very good things about it.
It was okay. It wasn't, completely different, something new we had never seen before, but it wasn't one of those, oh, my God.
So, guys, do us a favor, man. If you guys can, do everything you can to get out in the theaters and watch some of these movies. Go watch Evil Dead Rise in theaters. Go fucking watch. We'll be there. So, we're going to go watch it.
We'll be there.
So you guys got to go watch him in theaters and show some love for the horror so we can keep this shit going, man.
Ooh, speaking of theaters, if you guys are fortunate enough to have a Regal Cinema near you, Friday, one night only, Friday the 13th, a lot of the Regal cinemas are playing the original 1980 Friday the 13th on the big screen.
Is ours?
I'm not sure. I looked out that far and didn't show anything, so I don't know. But if they are, I'm going to go see it.
Hell yeah.
I love that movie.
Fuck yeah, guys. A lot to look forward to. So let's all fucking go into 2023 ready to rock and roll and see some great-ass horror, man. But more importantly, guys, we love you. You guys know this. And thank you for all your support, as always. But more importantly, as always, until next time, keep it creepy.